All right. Do I have anybody in here? All right. Is anybody in here? Is everybody in here? What we got? Do we have any reception? I don't want this to fuck up. So I'm just putting it out there. Let me know if you're good. Can you hear me? I'm probably gonna mute Cameron pretty shortly here. Okay. All right. Here's the story. I don't know what to do. I gotta back off. I gotta stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to close my mind, and I am not going to focus on anything. And I'm going to eat food and plant trees, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing anything else. To shake things up. I'm gonna tell a story of what happened to me, and I'm not gonna lie at all. Everything I say is exactly true, as I see it, as I perceive it, and is what happened here. I'm gonna put it out there, and then I'm gonna hope that it goes through and causes some kind of change. Okay. And I'm bound not to lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. All right. So I had a friend that died last year, and it was very caused me to think very critically about myself and the people I shot in Iraq, and that drove me to think about myself and to think about the world. And then I got so fed up with everything that I was going to make a big video that was going to really look bad for the Jews. It was really going to look bad. I worked on it for about 2 years, okay, as a full feature film, okay? And I was going to put it out there, and I was going to be pretty critical of the Jews. And I got hit by a wave, an entire wave that entirely, completely, not only did it take over my heart and my mind like a wave, but it made me understand things that I didn't understand, and deep inside I felt nothing but love for Jews, and that's what started this entire thing. And then I had my sight and my sound and my taste taken over for I don't know how long. It was probably a few months, and my vision would go to gray, and then sometimes I would walk around and my sight would turn red or nearly red, and then and I could feel the dead, like the way that the dead would feel, like dead animals and things like that. We're particularly sensitive. I don't know why. I'm just saying that this is the experience, and I saw a lot of vision. I saw visions in real time, and they didn't stop, and it was continuous. And so sometimes I'd have them so strong that I would be talking to somebody and I couldn't see them. I mean, talking to a person, like talk to my family and stuff, and I tried to hide that this was happening, and it would overtake my sight to where I couldn't see my family. And then in this time, also had some other visions where, while awake, I went to another place, and it was a yellow room. It was a yellow room that was flickering like light, and it looked like fire was inside the room, and I was in a like a cavity of a wall with like a peephole on it or something, or like a peep, and I could see through the peep, and I could see a shelf that was empty, and it had light flickering against it, and it was like a light that was like, it was kind of like a firelight, but it was more yellow. It was more like shimmering, and I could see a shadow. But it was not from a pinpoint light source, and so it was hard to understand. And it was pacing back and forth across a shelf, and there was a like a pole that was leaned against the shelf, and the shelf was empty, completely empty, entirely empty. And there was a pole that was leaned against the shelf, and there was a shadow that was pacing. Or something. I mean, I think it's a person. I don't know. I got no idea. Then another day I started to I laid down in my bed, and I put my sheet over the top of me because I started to feel something taking over my concentration, and like an itching, or like a calling or something. And it was very persistent, and it wouldn't stop. And so I had to stop all the distractions, because everything was a distraction. So I went into my bed, and I laid there, and I laid under my sheet, and then I heard a really long time. There was my own whisper. My mouth started whispering, but it wasn't me, and it went on for so long that I don't even remember the first half at all. I don't remember any of it, and it just kept on going. And then I got up, and I started writing down, or I remembered some of it. So I remember like the second half is probably, I don't remember it now. I did write it down. But the second half of it was, I woke up, and I went to go write it down, and I wrote it down, and then that's what told me to make the forest. Okay, and so that's where I came up with the forest idea. Wasn't my idea. And then I started having visions of things. I had a vision of I was a Islamic fighter in Israel. And I was going through houses and shooting people to killing them, and God was showing me where the people were hiding, and that was one of the visions I had. I had that in the middle of the day while I was plowing snow, and then on that same day, then I saw started seeing crosses that were broken in different ways, and then I kept on going to different crosses that were broken in different ways, and then I don't want to talk about it because it's a long story, and I don't like to think about it, but it was a lesson on, it showed me what evil is. And so I saw the mechanic of evil, of how it worked as a demonstration. And then, what am I forgetting? And then this has gone on continuously, and my focus during the day has lost to where I'm not able to be present anymore. And so my ability to focus on things has deteriorated, and I am thinking about God all the time. And so I cannot stop thinking about God, and it is not going away. And the voice that was talking to me described themselves as no one. It never said it was God. It said it was no one. And it would always, and everything they said, when I wrote it down and then I would read it, I realized that everything they were saying was had multiple ways to read it. And so it was very significant to me because it had multiple meanings all at once. Through the particularly no one, and then it told me to look at Bibles and Tanakhs, and then I looked at Bibles and Tanakhs, and I found no one's in there. So there's no one that's in the Bible. No one is in the Bible. It's generally in translations. I don't understand any of it. I don't get it. I don't know. But no one is in there. Okay. And where they are is in the passages that are like where somebody cries out in the night and no one heard it. Okay. And so this is, I don't understand exactly. I don't know for sure. I don't know what exactly is going on. But what I can tell you is that whoever that is, they move stars. So whoever is moving stars, that is it. Now I think that's probably, I don't know. I think that's probably God, but I don't know. And they're here. So they are here. They are they're behind everything. So every single person, everything is it's in there, and it's about to break out. So it's in there, and I can feel it, and it's vibrating and wanting to pop out energetically. And so a bunch of people are going to get driven out. Okay, so this whole thing is I don't understand it. I don't get all that. I get the impression, I make the assumption, the impression that we were supposed to make forests because there is no place to be driven out into. And so if you make the forest, then you're going to have a place to be driven into, but you don't have anything right now, but you're going to be driven anyway. So if you don't have forests and shit like that, then you're just going to be driven out, and you're going to be left with your Chinese plastic shit that's in your pocket or whatever you got, and your Mountain Dew or whatever. Okay. And so I saw for weeks and weeks and weeks nothing but V formations, okay? And everything from signs to fucking B-2 jets flying over to fucking like accidentally clicking my camera phone when it's up against my leg, and then somehow it took like a macro shot of my sweatpants where it was like the fucking V fabric stitching like times 1,000 to where you could see the fucking fibers, and it was just like a series of V's. There's nothing but V's. There were millions, literally millions of geese flew over my house in shapes of V's. Millions of geese. Everything's going in the same direction. They're all going out. It's the same as the formations of like a patrol when you're doing when you're doing like any of the traditional patrolling formations. It's all V's. Okay. Whoever this is started talking to me through other people, okay? And so sometimes when people are talking to me or strangers, I get parts of messages and shit. And then sometimes it's, through like the weather or through the internet or through like dreams or other people's dreams. So I'm getting messages through like Dark had a dream and he's got messages, I'm not going to talk about Dark's dream. That's nobody's business. But anyway, it's like they gave Dark half the message, and then they're giving me the other half in the rain and the thunder, and then they would just get louder whenever I would talk. And so I need some resolution here. And this is what this is about. So I'm putting all this out there because I don't have any direction on if this is supposed to be secret or not. Okay. So I'm not saying anything about it this whole time because it just doesn't seem like something that's good to talk about. Okay. I'm just going with my gut feeling on stuff because it's all very confusing. All right. And then, nobody told me anything about any secrets. Okay. So I'm not under any kind of like, there's no fucking direction at all. I get the impression that I'm too dumb to, give any secrets to. So I don't even know. I don't even understand what's going on. Okay. But, I would really like to be insane. So if I could be insane, then that's very convenient and a good thing. And so I just want to put this out there and tell you a story. Oh, and I also saw there was also a woman that came to me and she said to come look at something. And I went and there was some kind of chemical spill or something like that, and it made an entire creek system completely red like blood. And then And then there's an animal out here that's been eating off heads off of birds and stuff everywhere. So I have decapitated birds everywhere. And I'm trying to think of what else. And you know, like you know, oh, and then the Chinese are going to go into Israel. So the Chinese are in a some kind of alliance with Israel, and then China's going to betray Israel, and they're going to go in there and kill a bunch of Jews. So you're gonna get all. So I don't know this. I don't know this. This is more of like a feeling. Okay, it's like a feeling and visions and feelings. Okay, and I could be wrong because I don't know. I think that everybody that's in Israel is going to get pushed out of Israel, and then I think everybody else is going to get pushed. I think a bunch of other people are going to be pushed like geese into Israel in V formations or something like that, right? Anyway, and I don't think it's just going to be Jews. Okay, it's not just going to be Jews. It's going to be a bunch of people, and it would probably be. I don't know because I don't fucking know anything. I think it would be good if we all built forests so that we can demand them to force a separation and a place that's in between all the cities and the state apparatuses. Okay, I think that would be a good idea because I get the distinct impression from what was told to me that that they are for, you know, so that it's not as bad, so it's not as hard. Okay, but if we don't want to do them if we don't want to build the forest because we are too vain or whatever, or just want to take our chances, then that's fine because we'll just grind it out anyway and deal with it anyway and whatever happens. Okay, so it's not like a thing that you have to do. It's something that you probably should have done, and I've been trying to do it. I'm doing it here. I planted 500 trees last year, and I just got 600 of them, and I'm planting 600 trees right now, and I'm trying as fast as I can. I am completely overwhelmed with work. Everybody at work is getting more stressed. Everybody is stressed. It's stressed everywhere. It's all building up. And so I'm just putting this out there. I'm putting this out there, and I feel like I can feel the Jews too. And so I don't understand this. I don't really like the Jews that much. I love the Jews, but I don't really like them. Okay, if that makes any sense. I don't really like them, but I do love them, and so I can feel them. Okay, and I think that the Jews have done a lot of really bad things. Okay, and so I mean everybody has. Okay. I shot a car full of people with a 249 because that's how I was supposed to do, but I also kind of liked it because I was evil man. Okay, and so everybody does really bad things. Okay, and I'm really sorry about this, but I'm just telling you. Okay, I'm just telling you this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. Okay, and I am not fabricating it. I left one part out because I just don't want to talk about it because it's too much to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? And that's it. But everything else is, unless I'm forgetting something, I don't fucking know. This has just been continuous. It's nonstop, and it's getting to the point now where it's like I'm pretty much insane. So I'm gonna go, and I don't feel like talking anymore. I love you. Bye-bye.